What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 20 of NoFap. The time is 10:50 p.m. It was a very good day today. Very good day of rest. Very good day of just relaxing and not doing much work. Resting my muscles, resting my mind. I did do a little bit of work this morning, but it was a good day. Went to church. It was a really, really good message at church, and something happened to me near the end of it. And like I said yesterday, I was having doubts. I was having doubts that my faith was genuine. I was having doubts that my prayers were genuine, I was having doubts that like the things that I was praying was actually honest. Am I being honest with the things that I'm praying for? Or am I just treating God like a vending machine? Asking for things, constantly asking for things. I was having doubts of my genuineness in my prayer, my honesty in my prayer. And this sounds weird. I don't usually say things like God spoke to me. Usually, and also usually I hear when I hear somebody else say God spoke to me, I say, okay, well, what did he say? Because there are times where people can say God spoke to me, and what they say after I say, what did God say to you? Sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's weird, and sometimes it's bad. Sometimes I can say like, oh yeah, that wasn't God speaking to you, but that was you speaking to you. And sometimes I'm like, okay, that's good. That's a good thing. So whether or not God spoke to you or not, it's biblical. Go with it. I rarely say things like God spoke to me because I don't really know. And I think there are times where you can know that it is God speaking to you, but this time I really think God spoke to me. And he said two very simple words. It was seek me. And that played when the prayer ended, the pastor said the final prayer and it ended. That's all that ran through my mind was seek me, seek me, seek me, seek me. And it was very, like, I had to stop and think, like, was that my own thought? Was that me saying seek me? Was that my own thought? And given everything that I've been going through, and given like the doubts that I've been having, the tests, the like realize the confusion, the lack of the thought of me like praying without honesty, it kind of made sense. Like, if you don't want to have any doubts, if you want to be more honest, seek me. That's and I was like, that answered the prayer. That was a clear answer to my prayer, because for the while I was thinking about that. It's like, how do I become more genuine? How do I become more honest? There was a question going through my mind the whole time, and that popped in my head was the words seek me. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. If that's the way to get rid of these doubts, if that's the way to get rid of this, if that's the way to start praying to you with full honesty, I'm gonna seek God. I'm gonna seek God. That's it. That's that. Even if I have no way of knowing for certain, because I don't know what it sounds like to have God speak to me. I'm not sure. I can't 100% like prove it, but that's faith, right? But that's not a bad thing to do. That's really not a bad answer to my questions. That's really not a bad answer to my questions. And I don't know if I don't know if that was me figuring it out or if that was God saying something to me. Either way, it's a thought that I had, and my thoughts are not, everything that I have is my own, or everything that I have comes from God. But the free will in my mind allows me to have whatever thoughts that I want to have. However, I don't think the words "seek me" were my own words or my own thoughts. So that's why I think it was God speaking to me. Is because I don't think that my mind could have said that at that moment. Just two simple words that were a very simple answer to my prayer. Two simple words: seek me. So that's why I think it was God speaking to me. That's the best thing that I can say. That's the most logical thing that I can say about this whole experience of praying the prayers of how do I become more honest with you? How do I get to, how do I know that my faith is genuine? How do I know that when I'm praying to you, I really mean these things? I'm being honest with you. And that's a really simple answer to the question that I don't think I myself could figure that out. So I think it's God speaking to me. Either way, it's a good answer. So I'm gonna find out. And that comes from seeking God. I'm gonna dive into His Word a lot more this week, because I really do want to be genuine with my faith. I really do want to be honest with my prayers. I do want to understand and know who I'm praying to. And I close my eyes, fold my hands, say and speak words. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do from now on. That was a very interesting experience. Anyway, rest of the day was I did a bit of work, just looking at my metrics and thinking if I should scale or not. And I think I am going to scale because I got 2 sales today, and 3 orders. One person ordered one thing, another person ordered 2 items. So I got 2 sales and 3 orders. So I made quite a bit of profit. No, wait. I didn't make quite a bit of profit. I broke even considering all my ads. Excuse me. I broke even considering all my ad sets. However, when it comes to the ads themselves, 2 of them are profiting, and the other 2 are not profiting, according to my calculations. However, given that it's only been a week for some of the ad sets, I am going to try and scale just to see how they do. I am not going to introduce my new product yet. I don't think my new product is going to be going anywhere. So I'm still going to spend some time with this product because I have been making money with it. So I'm going to scale, see how that does. If it doesn't do well, cut it. Because that was the plan today if I wasn't going to get a sale today. And I got quite a bit. I got 2 sales today, so that's good. But yeah, we'll see how it goes with the weekdays. Because I think Sunday's a good day to sell. Saturday and Friday are interesting days. Thursday's a really good day to sell too. But anyway, business was really good. NoFap was really easy. That whole experience, seek me. I think that's the answer to the addiction too. Find your faith. Really, what's stopping you is, like, when you think about it from a moral perspective, to want to talk morality. Why do you do NoFap? Why? Because you're addicted to pornography. Great. But why is pornography bad for you? Why? Is it because it's ruining your life? Why if in the grand scheme of things nothing matters because you were born an accident, the Big Bang happened, and like everything in this life was an accident, why wouldn't you live however you want to live, extremely hedonistically, without any kind of consequences? Because that's what it is. If your life is an accident, it doesn't matter what you do on this world. So why not just live for pleasure? Why not? Why would you restrict yourself to a code? And when it comes to that, like, find your faith, man. Find your faith. That's my advice for today. Find your faith. Like, there's a reason why you feel bad when you do these kinds of things. And it's not your own, like, and it's not, nobody has their own, like, set of morals. Sure, I mean, well, hold on. Morals, people can have their own sets of morals, but morals don't, like, you don't set those up by yourselves. You have to live by a certain way. Some people choose patriotism, some people choose different religions. I choose the truth, Christianity. Just saying, it's the truth. But find your faith, man. That is truly, like, living, when you understand the code of life that you're living, like, why would you do good? Just think about it. Why do good if nothing matters? Why do good? If it's all just relative to somebody, why do good? Why does it matter? In the grand scheme of things, because it's a Big Bang, it was an accident, why does it matter how you live? Doing good, why does that matter? So really just, like, really think about it. When you think about it, finding your faith is a great way to really connect to the reason why you're doing NoFap. Because as a Christian, it's easy. NoFap, when you do all of that stuff like that, is not what God intended for any man to do. It's not what God intended for sex. Sex is a beautiful thing. It's the first commandment God gave to Adam: be fruitful and multiply. And yeah, it was the first commandment God gave humanity: be fruitful and multiply. Sex is a beautiful thing. But when we corrupt that, when we as humans with our own free will decide to sin and corrupt that and say, I know more about sex than God does, then, you know, that's where we fall short. And I think being able to adhere to God's plan for sex is a great motivator to continue NoFap. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. Find your faith. But tomorrow is going to be back in Bicep Day. I'm excited for that, and it's going to be another good work day. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to look at my ad metrics. I'm scaling, so I'm going to see how that does throughout the entire day. And I probably will look into maybe creating a new set of creatives, new ads. We'll see. I'm going to look up also stuff for my career as well. The strike is still going on, which is really annoying. But student films and short films are still going on, so might as well get going on that. You know, that'll help a lot with the resume. But yeah, it's going to be another good work day today, and I'm going to be working on seeking God more and finding out who He is. So, yeah. I didn't get to your comments and questions. Mike, I think you're overthinking the allure of temptation. I don't doubt your faith. People vary depending on the durations and depths of their addictions. Temptation is serious, but it's no sin to be tempted. That is true. Jesus was tempted. Jesus was tempted 40 days in the wilderness. Yeah. Pray about this. Claim the promises that we were given in 1 Corinthians 10:13, Hebrews 2:18, 4:15, and James 1:2 and 1:12. I love those. Oh God, Hebrews and James are great. Changing the subject. I don't know what goes up. The lack of really pretty girls at the gym on a Saturday reminds me of a guy who used the term mid-attractive women. Mid-attractive women. Okay, it's funny because like usually the really attractive girls come on the weekdays, and they're usually regulars. Like sometimes I see the girls that I tell they're pretty, like all the time. I tell them like, and I'm tempted to go up to them and just tell them like they're pretty again. But I try to differentiate it because I don't want to just like go up to the same girl and keep telling her they're pretty. Though I could. But yeah, it was very strange on a Saturday not to see any pretty girls. Well, there were pretty girls, but they were with their boyfriends. And some of the girls, I mean, like, yeah, some of them weren't pretty. I'm not gonna lie to them. They were mid. I'm just gonna say it. They were mid. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? They were mid. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying, like, not all women are attracted to me. I have a type. I have a type that I'm attracted to. And I think it's like there's a general attractiveness in a girl, in a woman, but some women are just not attractive to me. It's subjective. To me, they're just not attractive to me. If somebody else finds them attractive, great. But to me, no, I'm good, pal. I'm good. However, a woman can become attractive. I will say that. Very rarely, though. Very rarely. But a woman, for me, can become attractive if I see very feminine traits reflected in the way they dress, the way they carry themselves, their attitude. If they show very feminine traits, they can become attractive to me. And usually those are the pretty ones, the ones that are like, there are girls that go to the gym that are from the outside very pretty, but I judge them based on what they're wearing. If they're wearing very skimpy clothing, I don't even bother, because I'm just like, yeah, you're I don't know if you're here to work out or just get attention. Let's be real. let's be really honest. And some people that are just constantly on their phones and not actually working out. I'm just like, no, you're not. I'm good. You're probably texting a billion guys. I'm good, bud. I'm fine. I'm cool without that. But yeah, the ones that are like, I see there pretty regularly. And the ones that are like there to genuinely work out. Sometimes they're just wearing hoodies and like sweatpants. Or like shorts, but they have a really pretty face. I'm just like, that's attractive to me. A woman with some modesty. That's a woman with okay, so I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant. Not a little bit of a rant, but a little bit of a point. I don't even know if there are any women watching this right now, but if there are ways to be extremely, extremely attractive without wearing off like skimpy clothing. You can show off your body without having to wear skimpy clothing. I've seen dresses that look amazing. I've seen clothes that look so good, that show off the body and accentuate with the like your curves without showing cleavage, without showing, your belly or your back. Like, you don't need that. Like, there's a way to be a very feminine kind of a modest attractiveness. That's kryptonite for any guy. I think any guy out there sees a modest woman that has clothes that accentuate her curves without being like showy. That's so attractive. That's really attractive. But anyway, I digress. This video's gone on long enough. It's gone on long enough, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for staying on this journey with me. If you're, whether you're on day 1 or past day 90, keep at it. Stay strong, stay focused. I'm with you guys. I know you guys are with me. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.